Welcome to biology, which, as we've talked about in class, is the study of life. But this video isn't about biology. It's about biology flipped. So I just want to give you an introduction as to what it means that we're going to have a flipped biology class, something that will help you as students and you as parents understand what our day-to-day activities will look like and how it's a little bit different from a traditional classroom. In a traditional classroom, we would probably spend most of our 78-minute class, or a good chunk of it, with me talking, giving you instructions, PowerPoints, you taking notes about new content, and then there would be some time in class to apply that information and do labs and hands-on activities and work in groups. But a lot of that application would be happening at home. The difference with our flipped classroom right here is that we reverse all of that. It's flipped. So what's going to happen at home, okay, for your homework, is that you will watch a video. Okay? So you'll watch a video, and most of the time these will be videos that I've made, just like this one. So you'll be hearing my voice. You'll be familiar with all of the vocabulary, things like that. While you're watching the video, you are going to take notes. This is very important. And you are going to write down any questions that you may have. The other component of this is that very often you will do some sort of online quiz or feedback about the information. And this will give me an idea before we even go into class as to what it is that you've understood and what you haven't understood. And we'll talk more about that together. The cool thing is that when you're watching the video, you can go at your own pace. So if you need to pause it, if you need to rewatch something, you can do that. That's something that you can't normally do in class. So that's great. One thing I will recommend, wear headphones when you're watching the videos. It makes it easier to focus. And the videos won't be that long. You won't be sitting there and watching a 45-minute video listening to my voice. They're anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes max, and most of them are under 10. And if you can't watch them at home, you can definitely watch them at school during Power Block or after school. Now, in terms of what we will be doing in class, this is where I think flipping becomes really cool. Because rather than me talking and talking and talking to you, we'll do a little bit of talking. We'll figure out what did you understand, but you'll be able to ask all of those questions that you had. You will get to interact a lot more. You'll be interacting with your peers and everybody else in the class, and you'll get more interaction with me, the teacher, which I think is great because that's why we're here. We're here to learn with each other. So that is awesome. We'll have more time to do, all of those application things, the higher order thinking, problem solving, more time to do labs. So it's a very cool thing. So let's talk about kind of what this looks like overall using a very nice graphic. Okay, so for homework, you will be preparing to participate in class activities. So you'll be getting the new content at home. Some of my students last year referred to this as teaching themselves, which is great. You should be. You're taking responsibility for your education. So you kind of get the basic information at home, do a little bit of feedback. Then what happens in class is that we all work together to apply that information. That's when you really are learning information, when you're manipulating it and using it and making predictions, etc. And then outside of class, after class, you might do a little bit more. There might be further instruction in the video. You might still have some of the traditional homework. You might have to finish up a worksheet you didn't finish in class. You might have to work on a lab report, finishing that up at home. And then that cycle continues. I really hope that you enjoy it. Parents, I hope that you find it helpful, because if you ever want to know what we're learning about in class, you can watch the video. Why not? You can get another biology education if you've forgotten yours from high school. And I'm very optimistic about it. If you have any questions, please, please, please let me know.